of Topeka West Campus Live, I'm Aubrey Miller. This edition is always one of our favorites to show each semester. Its focus is on our Television Production 1 students. Nearly every story you will see on this program was created by them. They have built a program based on a variety of topics, and all of them are timely and fun to view, so let's get started with the fun. The Topeka West Singers are one of the showcase groups on our campus. They are constantly busy. It seems that they are always either getting ready for a concert or performing a concert. Senior Topeka West singer Chelsea Wilson filed this report on this outstanding group.
West will remain dear to our hearts, for West will always be our cherished home, even though we soon must part.
The Topeka West Singers play a large role in the tradition of our school. From singing the national anthem at sporting and public events to leading in the school song at formal ceremonies, they always play a key part in Topeka West activities. Whether it be in formal attire or in something casual or fun, the group makes it clear it is about the music, about the song, about the moment. Senior Lucero Padilla is the lead head bobber. He talked about this year's singers group, his role in the group, as well as some of his favorite memories as a Topeka West singer.
I've been in Singers for 4 years now, and my role is sort of the head bobber. I just sort of tell people when they can come in and all that good stuff. It's definitely fun to see this group of singers because this is 4 less people than I'm used to, so I definitely think we're closer already singing together, and that we're definitely listening a lot more. My favorite part about being a Topeka West singer would probably know that I always have this family to go to. One of my favorite memories is my freshman year. We tried to coordinate a camp out, and it went terribly wrong, and so we just went to Natalie Bender's house and slept in her living room because it was raining on us at Shawnee Lake.
Sophomore Emma Bell is one of the younger members of the group. Despite her youth, Emma more than holds her own with this fine group. Emma talked about the challenges and, of course, the enjoyment of being involved with the singers at such a young age.
Well, you kind of feel like the babies in the group because everyone is like a senior and they're about to graduate, and then you have 2 little sophomores and they're like babies. My favorite part about it is just the singing in general, and then having like a group of people that are basically like your family. Well, I just really love singing, and becoming a singer as a sophomore was a really big accomplishment for me, and it's fun.
While this group performs nearly flawlessly on the stage at each and every performance, it isn't always easy. That's where the outstanding leadership of its director, Miss Tina Goodrich, comes in. Goodrich, a former Topeka West singer herself, talks about this year's group and some of the upcoming activities.
I have a really good group this year. I went from 20 last year to 16 this year, and I thought that would be a really big challenge, but actually I think it's been a really good thing because everybody has to be more independent and they have to know their part even more, and because of that they are singing really well already. Singers is fun. We get off track a lot, but even with all of the times that we get off track, we sing all the time. We probably know more music now because of the holidays coming up than we do at the rest of the year. I mean, we've learned so much music just in the past 2 weeks, even while telling ghost stories and laughing a lot, and it's just a really, really fun class to teach. Things haven't changed hardly at all since I was performing, but part of that is because I'm the teacher now, so Mrs. Epic was the teacher when I was here, and because she was my teacher and I took over right after her, it was really easy for it to be seamless because I pretty much do it like she did it. It was really, really fun to perform in, but it also is really fun to watch the kids perform in, but it's exactly the same as when I was in school. The process is the same and the groups are the same, and it's hard not to reflect back about my own time. You have to be a sophomore through senior. I do let freshman boys audition, but I think in the history of Topeka West they've only made it like 1 or 2 times ever. So you have to be a sophomore through senior. You have to also be in concert choir, and you have to go through a pretty strenuous audition process, and those auditions happen in April.
The members change over the years, but don't expect the message of the Topeka West Singers to ever change. The tradition of the group runs deep, and the members respect it and in fact even thrive on it. There are plenty of opportunities in the coming holiday season to catch the singers in performance. Of course, there's the upcoming exciting T-Pack performance, but there is also the always fun holiday concert in December at Washburn University. If you want to stay up to date on all the happenings of the Topeka West Singers and other groups in the Topeka West Vocal Music Department, you can follow the groups on Facebook at Topeka West Choirs. You can also find information on the singers on the Topeka West High School Facebook page. For Topeka West Television, I'm Chelsea Wilson.
Our next two stories focus on our two Topeka West seniors, cheerleader Molly Taggart and Charger basketball player Adrian Aguilar. Senior Molly Taggart has been involved in cheerleading for most of her time here at Topeka West. She talked about her experiences as a Topeka West Charger cheerleader.
My favorite part of cheering would have to be the pep assemblies. It's exciting to dance with the band and everything. And I like basketball just because I'm right in with the action and the players and everything. Probably the legs, like standing on one leg. It's different than just standing on two legs whenever you're up in the air. Standing on one is a big balance difference. And so that was probably my most difficult, but I guess successful. I was in gymnastics for 6 years because I could tumble and do that stuff. And then I guess I would say muscle-wise, it helped me. So for stunting, it benefits a lot. The hardest part about cheering for Topeka West is staying positive, just because other people aren't as positive towards our sports. So I would definitely say school spirit would be something that's tough to try to keep up. Very diverse. I mean, we argue and we bicker sometimes, but I mean that's what happens whenever you're together, like 24/7. So, but I mean for the most part, I mean, we all get along.
Senior Charger basketball guard Adrian Aguilar is excited to get the season going. He talked recently with Alan Moreno about the upcoming season.
Adrian, thanks for joining me today. First, talk about when you first started playing organized basketball.
I started playing organized basketball when I was 8 years old. It's just really fun. It's something I like to do, and I love it. Our team's gonna be good this year. We're all ready to play and ready for the season to start. We've been ready for a while.
All right. Charger coach Rick Bloomquist says that you are one of the better pure shooters he has ever coached. What qualities do you have that makes you such a great shooter?
I shoot with my head. I don't shoot with like just physical. I shoot with my head too. Like shooting is mental. I believe it's mental. And if you think you can shoot the ball, you can shoot. You'll be hitting. So.
All right. Speaking of Coach Bloomquist, he of course has one of the best coaching records in the state of Kansas. Talk about what it's like playing for Coach Bloom.
It's pretty cool to play for Coach Bloomquist because he's a good coach and he has a good reputation around Kansas. And I'm just glad I'm playing for him for my senior year, and I'm just ready for it to start.
All right. What's your gut feeling about how you will do as a team this season?
My gut feeling is I'm gonna go ahead and go with 10 wins. It's gonna be better than last year.
Finally, Adrian, what advice do you have for young players out there who are just getting involved with the game or who want to get on the level you are on?
Stay in the gym and work on your game.
All right. Adrian, thanks for joining me today. Best of luck on a great senior basketball season.
Thank you.
Both Molly and Adrian have contributed a great deal of time in their respective activities. We wish them all the best on a great winter season. Don't go away. When I come back, we will meet foreign exchange student Anastasia Grigoreva right here on this Campus Live special edition.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Welcome back to Topeka West Campus Live. Each year, schools across our nation host foreign exchange students from around the world. More times than not, host schools gain new friends and new insight from these brave students who are willing to spend a year away from home. Russian exchange student Anastasia Grigoreva has certainly energized her newfound friends in this country. She kindly consented to putting together a video presentation about not only her country, but her impressions of her current American home.
Oh, I'm here in Topeka West High School. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. My name is Anastasia Grigorieva, but you probably know me as Anastasia, and I'm a student of Topeka West High School. Why am I talking about myself? Well, because I can, and really want to share with you my emotions about living here, about my American experience, and most of all about my country.
I have a lot to say, and perhaps there are questions that American may want to ask me too. With the help of my friend Chelsea Wilson, perhaps both can be accomplished.
Hi Anastasia, thank you for letting me join you.
Thank you.
I know I speak for Topeka West in saying that we are so happy that you are with us this school year.
Oh, thanks.
You have already been here for 2 months, and my very first question is why? Why did you come to the U.S.?
Oh, well, as you know, I'm an exchange student from Russia, and many people know me as Anastasia here, but not so much people know about my program, which is called FLEX, and it is Future Leaders Exchange Program, which is organized by American consuls, and it is sponsored by the U.S. Department of State. So to receive this wonderful opportunity to do this exchange year, the student had to win a contest which consisted of 3 tours which checked our personality, maturity, and just the way of thinking. So right now I'm among 240 students which were chosen from 14,000 students by independent committee in Washington, D.C. My main goal here is to represent my country and to learn as much as possible about American culture, about your country as well, and also just to make lots of friends and have fun.
Looks like you're having fun.
Yeah, I do.
Do you miss your city and family in Russia? Tell us about them.
Certainly I do. But my life here is so active that I almost don't have any time for homesick. Well, as for my city, I'm from Penza. It's not a very big city. About 600,000 people reside there. And it's not far from Moscow, like 600 kilometers or 400 miles from Moscow. I like my hometown. It's very cozy and just treated at any time of the year, and we have lots of nice places to be, and I think that my city was just the best city to grow up. I remember like one of the main things that I miss is the lake near my apartment in the city, where I used to spend almost all my time with my friends when I was a very little child. And I think that the most interesting thing about my city, one of our main sightseeings, is the Museum of One Painting. It's the very unique museum, which is the only one in the whole world, and it doesn't have any analogs in the world, so it's an interesting detail about my city.
Yeah, it sounds like you come from a really cool hometown. Did you have lots of friends in Penza?
Well, I did, and I still have them. Yes, I still do have them.
That's good. So what do you typical Russian teenagers enjoy doing the most?
Well, our pastime is rather different from American. Almost all entertainment opportunities for teenagers are in downtown. So if somebody wants to go to hang out, he or she just have to call and to make an appointment in the city center, and then we just meet there and can go to movie theaters all the time, or just regular theaters sometime, or cafes, restaurants, bowling or billiard, or rings like ice skating or roller skating rings, or just any clubs, and it's all in one place. So we just hang out on the main street of the city, and we talk and eat, which is
just like American teenagers.
That's the same.
Nice. Now it's time for the most requested question. What kind of food do you guys eat in Russia?
Really, the most requested one? Okay. Food is always an interesting theme. Our traditional food is very special. We have loads of different hot and cold soups. We have different cereals, and we have pelmeni and vareniki, and our Russian pancakes. Russian pancakes are very different from Americans. They're bigger in their size, and they're flatter and they're thinner. They look like more than French pancakes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I guess that the most delicious thing from Russian cuisine is pirozhki. It's a bakery. It's like some kind of baked thing, which is made from short pastry, and it has different fillings inside this. It can be both fried or baked. To tell the truth, fried are the best, but they have loads of calories and they're just really rich. As for everyday meal, we have almost the same. The difference is that in America you have loads of different kind of food, like loads of different delicious foods, and it's really dangerous for exchange students to come to America and try all these things, because I tried so many delicious things here, and I was so afraid, because students usually gain weight in America because of this opportunity to eat as much as you want, to eat all these great things. So yeah, I'm trying to control myself.
Do you love going to school here?
Yes. I guess this is one of the most interesting things in America, American high school, and I do enjoy all the lessons that I have chosen, because I have chosen them by myself, and they're not just mandatory. I think that this opportunity to choose is wonderful, because it makes studying much more reasonable, much more efficient, and I just enjoy it. I adore all my lessons, all my subjects, all my teachers and activities that they provide. I adore school. And we also have lots of fun in school, like spirit days, football games, just different creative work and classes.
I'm glad you're enjoying your time here. Yeah. Well, before we go any further, I know you went onto our campus and asked students about your country. So let's watch this fun clip.
Okay. And today I'm going to ask people from the street What do they know about Russia?
It's big. With Russia, I know about the Soviet Union and the history of Russia with the threat of communism coming into America. And Mr. Perry taught me all of that.
What do you know about Russia?
There's a lot of vacant lands. Big cities, I guess.
Can you say hello in Russian? Привет. Привет.
Привет. Привет.
Hi guys, I have a question. What do you know about Russia?
Heard a lot of great things. I can't do it. But the Olympics were there.
Nice, yeah, they were.
Restart this.
What do you know about Russia? Not much. Привет. Привет. Привет.
Привет. Привет. Привет.
Yeah, that's nice. Привет.
Привет. Wait, what is it?
It's hello in Russian. Hello. Hey, I'm from Russia.
Hey, I'm from Kansas.
That's cool. Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
What do you know about Russia?
It's pretty big and it's cold and I'm pretty sure they used to be communist.
Yeah, that's right. Can you say hello in Russian?
What? Привет.
Привет, yeah. Привет. It means hello in Russian. Привет.
It's big. Got lots of people in it.
Привет.
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 What do you know about Russia?
I know it's really big.
I just heard that it's communist. Is it connected to Germany?
Привет.
Привет. Привет. I'm from Russia and I have a question. What do you know about Russia? Can you say hello in Russian? Привет.
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 Привет. Привет. Привет. Привет. Привет. Привет.
Привет.
Привет.
What do you know about Russia?
Okay, I don't know much, but I know that it's the biggest country.
Привет.
I know about the Soviet Union and the history of Russia with the threat of communism.
That was fun to watch. So what has been your most memorable experience so far?
Okay, every day of my residence here is unforgettable and I really enjoy it. But I can name some really memorable occasions. I guess it was my first day of school and I still remember how I couldn't have a lunch at the first day because my food was in my locker and I couldn't open my locker like 20 minutes of the whole lunch. Then I remember my first period day here. It was the funniest day in my life actually because since the very beginning till the end it was perfect. We had just lots of fun, everybody was so excited and I have never heard about spirit days before and it was my first football game. I enjoyed it. One more occasion that has happened just last week. It was my trip to Las Vegas, which my host parents provided for me. It was amazing. It was a totally different experience and fabulous city with fabulous lights and just fabulous everything. Yeah.
I'd be safe and warm if I was in LA. California dreaming on such a winter's day. Stopping to church.
So how did you end up in Topeka and did you get to decide where you came?
I knew that I was going to the United States only and I couldn't decide anything, where to go, which state, which school, nothing. At first I was very surprised because I didn't think about Topeka and actually I have never heard about Topeka. I knew about Kansas but I have never heard about Topeka before. But now I'm so glad that I'm here, you can't even imagine. I'm so happy that my host family chose me and they that they are living in Topeka and I can go to Topeka West High School. I just can't imagine myself in any other place. It's just the perfect time, in the perfect school, in the perfect city in Kansas, and I'm really happy that I didn't have any possibility to choose.
Well, I'm glad you're liking it here. Typically at this point of an interview, I would ask you if you had anything else to say, but I already know that you do. In fact, you've prepared a top 5 list about America, haven't you?
Yeah. So I want to thank you for asking these perfect questions and for your interest.
No problem, it was a pleasure interviewing you.
Thanks. Thank you. Now let me tell you some weird facts about your country, or some interesting things about the United States that I noticed during my stay in here. The very first thing. People here just ignore the fact that teapots were invented. I boil water for my tea in the microwave oven, and it's extremely special. Moreover, you usually drink only cold sweet tea. I still remember the amusement of the lady working in McDonald's when I came there and asked her for the hot one. The next thing that I still can't get used to is the vast of choices of different flavors of different products and food or any other things in the shops. I was so dazed when I came to the drugstore and saw all these snacks and sweets because I thought that in the drugstore only medicaments were supposed to be. And in fact, it's really delicious. The next fact is rather confusing for me. It's a plenty of red cars of any sizes and brands everywhere. I always get in troubles with finding our red car, and I remember when I just came after tennis practice once and was going to sit in somebody else's car because it looks absolutely the same. The fourth thing is a huge amount of places where you can eat your supper. Sometimes it is possible to see a square full of cafes and restaurants, and it creates a very serious competition for all people who own this. It's very different in Russia. And the last thing for today can really amuse you. Here, all students and teachers use pencils in most cases. We even write tests and essays with pencils. In Russia, I always had to write everything with my pen. Now, hardly can I find one in my pencil box. Well, as you can see, there are lots of differences that just create our various lifestyles. It's a little bit difficult to get used to a new one. But now I want to answer one of the most requested questions that I heard here. Which country I prefer, Russia or the United States? So my answer is neither of them is better or worse. They're just different. Oh, seems like lesson has started. I better go.
Thanks again to Anastasia for her efforts on this video. Topeka West is lucky to have her and the other foreign exchange students from around the world on our campus this year. When I come back, we'll learn about our new athletic director, Mr. Richard Mariani. We'll also take a look at our award-winning Westsiders dance team. So stay with us for more of this Campus Live Special Edition.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Welcome back to this special edition of Topeka West Campus Live. All of these videos you're seeing tonight were completed by our Television 1 students. They truly have done an excellent job with their reports, so let's keep rolling. In the next report, Stuart Morris sat down with new athletic director, Mr. Richard Mariani.
I'm here with Mr. Richard Mariani at Topeka West, the new athletic director. He's also a coach and a parent of a Topeka West student and athlete. Mr. Mariani, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome.
Talk about your background and how you came to start teaching and how you became an athletic director.
I first of all started in 1985. I student taught here mathematics, and then I moved my way up through the mathematics department teaching upper level mathematics. At the same time, I've coached football, did that for 7 or 8 years, basketball for 17 years at all 3 levels but varsity, freshman, sophomore, JV levels. And then I've coached golf for over 20 years. Started the girls golf program in 1998, and it's been going strong since. And I took over the boys golf program in 1995. So I've been pretty involved with a lot of stuff for the last 30 years.
What made you want to become an athletic director?
I don't know that it was a want-to thing. I just felt obligated at the time. We've had a lot of transition the last 3 or 4 years with athletic directors, and I just thought it was my time. I needed a little more organization. We needed to get some things straightened out. Historically, this has been a great school. Joe Schrog was the athletic director when I started here, was here for a long time. John Ostrich was another really good athletic director. He was here for a long time. And then since then, we've had some transition, and I thought it was my time to try to stabilize that position.
You've also been a golf coach here. What has your concerns been about being a coach still while you're in?
Well, the time management part. Golf takes a lot of time. We practice generally from right after school till around 6 o'clock. So it's a time management piece, but that hasn't changed. Teaching also takes a lot of time. Being here you have to adjust your lifestyle. I'm here at 6 o'clock every morning, trying to get some stuff done before school starts, and then it just helps. I mean, that 2 hours that I spend before school takes care of the 2 hours or 2.5 hours after school. So it's worked out pretty well. I mean, I haven't seen any changes in that part of the job.
Has anything in your coaching situation had to change as a result to becoming the new athlete?
Not really. And actually, it's become a little bit easier. I have a really good assistant in Len Riney. He coached at Shawnee Heights Golf for 30 years, and he is a wonderful assistant. He's retired, so he can come, and when I have to be at meetings for the athletic director's job, he can take the girls or the boys, and I have no problem sending them out on their own. He's an excellent teacher, he's an excellent educator, and a really, really good coach. So I don't have any problems when I'm at a meeting or doing something with the athletic director's job, him taking the kids, and he doesn't mind doing that either. I mean, it's been a real benefit having him as an assistant coach.
Mr. Mariani, I'd like to show you a brief segment by your son, Michael, and then I would like to ask you a question about your response to it.
Okay.
Well, it just makes me get more involved myself, being so active as a teacher, AD, and coach. It makes me want to do things, especially athletically, in the school. I don't see him as much at school anymore, especially in the mornings. But I still get here early and do stuff. And usually I hang out either in the library or Mr. Daniels' room. So it hasn't changed too much. Honestly, it hasn't been all that different having my dad as an athletic director instead of a teacher. Because, he still interacts with the students and we still hear about different interactions. But it just changes from teacher-student stuff to now athletic student stuff. I'm just proud that he always has been active and always participates and always he's always been a good role model, and he always works hard and gets everything that needs to be done to get done as a teacher, coach, and now the athletic director. So now he's been really good at getting stuff done, and it's just made me proud as a son.
What is your response to Michael's questions?
Well, we've always, in our household, we model what we want to do. My wife and I you work hard, and the rewards will come. Sometimes they don't come right away. But we try, like I said, we try and model what we do. And, I do miss seeing him before school, because that was, right now I get home late and leave early, and sometimes there are a couple of days when I don't see him at all. And the only time I do get to see him is on campus or in class. I do miss that part of it. I do miss the interaction before school that we had. But that's just part of the job, and all of my kids have understood that. And I actually get to spend more time on campus, so I can drop into his classes a little more often and see what's going on, and as long as the teachers don't get mad at me for checking in on him. But it's still kind of fun. It's just a different situation. But I'm proud of him for all the things that he has done here at Topeka West and gotten himself involved. And he's actually now more involved with some other athletics, because I come home and complain about him all the time. But he knows what's going on in the athletic department, and I think it makes him get a little broader picture of what's going on at Topeka West instead of just focusing on the sports that he's doing.
Your family has obviously been involved in the Topeka West Charters for a long time. Now, being the athletic director, how has it changed your home life?
Really hasn't changed a whole lot, because our kids have always been involved in a lot of stuff. We're going to go to the plays. We'll still go do the music stuff. We still go to football, basketball, baseball. I've probably been to more volleyball and soccer games this fall than I ever intended, but Michael and Jonathan and Andy all went to those games also, so it's just something new for me. Life at home really hasn't changed very much. It's still pretty about much the same.
Now, turning to the job itself, what do you do on a typical daily basis as the athletic director?
Set up transportation for all of our athletic events and field trips. Make sure people who work the games, like the ticket takers and the clock workers and the chain gang, they get paid and get them assigned. Deal with discipline issues on athletic teams and not just in the classroom. Evaluate coaches. A lot of organization and communication stuff goes on most every day.
What are some things you would like to see happen here over during the activities and athletics, short term and long term?
Short term, I think we're starting to get some things going, and I think we have some things in place. It's going to take some time. Of course, I'd like to see more wins, but I'd also like to see successes outside the classroom, off the athletic field, build character, things like that. We are getting there. It's going to take some time, but we'll see how it goes.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Not really. I really enjoy this job so far. It's been different. The only thing I really lack is I need to spend more time with the kids. I don't get to see the kids as much. But as the job grows, I think I'll get to see more kids and just different situations and a lot more fun things. So I'm looking forward to that part of the job.
Mr. Mariani, thanks for joining me today, and thanks for all that you do for our school.
You're very, very welcome.
Thanks for the great report. It's great to see that Mr. Mariani has a job that he loves. He certainly is providing stability and leadership to this very important position in our school. In the next story, Television 2 veteran Ethan Jackson lends a narrative hand to Sarah Cohen's report on the Topeka West Westsider dance team.
The Topeka West Westsider dance team has long been a tradition at various events including football and basketball games, pep assemblies, open house, and of course, Pop's concert. The team ranges in ages from freshmen to seniors and is sponsored by Mrs. Roberta Freeman, who has a special connection to the squad. Mrs. Freeman is a graduate of Topeka West and was herself a Westsider. Mrs. Freeman talked about her time as a Westsider and what she likes about being the Westsider sponsor.
It's an honor being the coach of the Westsiders when I previously was a Westsider, because it's true what they say, once a Westsider, always a Westsider. And be able to carry on the traditions that I know have been implied during my years as a Westsider is an honor, and to see these girls also, maybe one of them will potentially be the coach of the Westsiders in the future.
It may only take a few minutes for a performance, but the Westsiders spend a great deal of time in preparation, whether it be learning in summer camp or prepping for competition. Westsiders Abby Miller and Jasmine Keeling talk about being a Westsider.
Dance camp was really fun because you got to meet other girls from different schools that had the same interests as you. My favorite part about camp was the end of it, because you got to show everybody what you've been working on the past few days.
Jasmine Keeling talks about competition.
Favorite thing about competition was going against the teams and watching everyone perform.
The Westsiders are captained by junior Sarah Cohen. She sat down recently with myself to discuss her dance experience and her impressions of this year's team. I'm here with Sarah Cohen, Topeka West Westsider dance team captain. Sarah, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome.
Now, first off, how long have you been dancing and where have you been dancing?
I've been dancing since I was 3, and I danced at the Dance Factory.
So, are you still dancing at the Dance Factory today?
No, I quit my freshman year to be on Westsiders.
You've now reached the position of dance captain. That has to be special, but it goes further than that. You're a junior and there is no co-captain. Do you feel any pressure with this role?
I actually don't. At first I thought it would be like a lot to take in, but once I kind of got the hang of things, I actually like doing it by myself. I like being independent and being able to do like what I think would be best.
Yeah. So your job as captain began with summer camp in Emporia. Talk about how camp went as well as some of the awards your team picked up at the camp.
Camp this year actually went really, really well. We got many awards such as like technical awards, we got a silver plaque award, and we actually got individual awards also. Like we competed our dances and each of us got graded individually, and so we got those awards. And Cassidy Krause and Jasmine Keeling got showmanship awards, and I got a All-American award, which is a really big award where I can actually dance at the Macy's Day Parade. So yeah.
Awesome stuff. So the Westsiders for many years used to be a class that girls could take during the day, during school. Now that isn't the case anymore. Talk about when and where you practice for your many performances.
Well, we actually have 6 a.m. practices every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then after school on Tuesdays we have our own private rehearsal at Radiant Dance Studio.
Now let's talk about some of the events and activities that the Westsiders have performed at so far this year.
So far, we performed halftime during football season, and we performed during pep assemblies and during the Pops concert.
Now during football season, you dance out in the middle of the field on turf. How hard is it to dance on the turf compared to a hard surface?
It's tricky, I'll give you that. We can't do as many like complex stuff as we could if we were dancing in the gym. Like we can't do as many turns or like tricks or jumps and stuff.
All right. Now with football season now behind us, you have the winter season to look forward to. You obviously will be performing at halftimes at basketball games. There are usually specialty dances involved, like the lights out routine and the dance with the junior Westsiders. Can you talk about each of those events just a little bit?
Yeah, our lights out dance is we turn all the lights off in the gym and we dance with glow sticks attached to us, and that's really fun. That's one of my favorite. And then the Wildsiders dance is where we dance with the senior boys.
Sounds like a very enjoyable event right there. So you also have dance competitions coming up soon. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, we're competing 3 different dances this year. We're doing a jazz routine, a pom, and a kick routine. And we're actually like rehearsing those now, and we'll be performing those during basketball season as well as competition.
So do you have any plans beyond dance competition that you could share?
Yes, the Westsiders actually have their own show in the spring, and so it's like all of our dances just to be displayed.
Sarah, thanks again for joining me today. And don't forget to check out your Topeka West Westsiders at all of their winter events, including basketball games coming up starting in December. And they are one of the reasons why West is best. For Topeka West Television, I'm Ethan Jackson, and we'll be right back.
Thanks to Sarah for that great report, and thanks also to Ethan Jackson for his helping hand. When we come back, we will meet Topeka West player Skylar Lindquist and catch up with head Charger basketball coach Rick Bloomquist on this special Television One edition of Campus Live.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space with the air like I
several years, the Lindquist family has provided much entertainment on the Topeka West stage. First it was Michael, then came Noah. Now it's Skylar's turn to shine, and shine he does, not only in theatrical performances, but also in the Topeka West Players acting group. It is with the Players group in mind that Skylar files this fun and interesting report.
Hi, I'm Skylar Lindquist, and I've been involved in performing arts all my life. You know who else has been involved in performing arts? My parents and my brothers. Yeah, that's right. Of course, performing art extends to my life at Topeka West. My brothers were also Topeka West players. So, like my brothers, I also auditioned for the Topeka West Players and I made it. It's only been about a quarter or so, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. So there's a lot to being a Topeka West player. I mean, there's so much to learn. Like I said, there's a lot to learn about Topeka West players. And to learn about it, I'm going to ask two friends and fellow Topeka West players, Claire Sunby and Jacob Edelman-Dolan. So guys, how do you think this group of Topeka West players compares to, say, last year's group, or the year before that?
Well, I would definitely say not at all in a bad way, but just experience-wise, because last year's group, they'd all kind of done productions before. The new people, even from last year, had done productions, whereas the cool thing about this year's group is that it's people from all different parts of the campus. Like, I mean, I've never been in it where we've had cheerleaders or cross-country runner. No, that's a lie. But we just have, we're just so sporadically from all over different parts of campus that it's very refreshing, but very varied.
And it's a huge learning year. Like, not to say it's a rebuilding year, however, it kind of is, since there were so many seniors who graduated last year. But it's a year where we all get to learn things that we might not have learned in our past years if we're returning members. Like, this is my third year in Players, and I'm still learning new things.
Oh yeah.
And that's because of this new makeup of this group.
Yeah, it's just a fresher, different environment. But I mean, I've been enjoying it definitely.
And with the addition of Miss Sullivan, Elizabeth Sullivan, who's our assistant teacher this year, it's been a whole different attitude towards how we think about theater in general. So it's cool to see Mr. McCoy's views of things and also Miss Sullivan.
Yeah, because I've noticed Miss Sullivan and Mr. McCoy almost have an opposite view of it.
Oh yeah.
Whereas with McCoy, he's very from the inside out, and Miss Sullivan's from the outside in. So it's cool just to see their collaboration.
Tell me about the upcoming projects we're doing.
1X?
1X!
1X.
Yes.
We're doing 1-act plays.
We're doing 1-act plays, and if you're not familiar with the concept of 1-act plays, they're also called maybe 10-minute plays, or just shortened plays. They're pieces of work that an author has written that... how do we explain this? They're just like shorter...
Yeah, it's just not as lengthy as a play, I guess, just a condensed work.
I mean, some people could even consider them sketches. We, players, all of us, we were supposed to read 5 1-acts.
Yeah.
And then we were supposed to... Pitch one of those 1-acts that we liked. And I know that the 1-act that I pitched, we're doing. Same, yeah. So, and that was actually rather rewarding. Since all of us did it, we had 19 pitches and only 5?
Yeah.
5 scripts.
5 were selected.
Selected.
Through a series of prepping. All of us prepped our top 3, and that's how he decided which ones would be in. So, yeah, I'm actually doing a scene with Skylar, so...
How's that?
Well, it's okay. You know, got some stuff to work on.
Yeah. I'm directing a scene, so I'm excited to see
You're in the
it.
scene I pitched. Just be frank.
Oh, yeah, just be frank. I'm excited about that one.
I pitched that.
I get to play the
boss.
Misogynist. Anyway,
What is your favorite memory from your past few years in Players?
Oh, I know. My favorite thing that we have done was last year we did an audition unit where we came prepared with one comedic monologue, one dramatic monologue, and they could be modern or classical, and we just performed them for a class straight off like an audition, and we did get feedback, and I think it was very helpful just to be, because we're, in this group, since it's an ensemble group, we're so reliant on everyone else to feed off of and work with, that it was just really refreshing to just solely be independent in your work and just get feedback.
I really enjoyed that unit.
Me too. The unit that I enjoyed also came from last year was our repertoire activity. Was that? Yeah, that was last year.
Repertoire?
Where we studied a playwright.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah, and then
it was
we
like William Inge.
Yeah, those. And then we selected a playwright to study. We selected one of their plays to read, and then we did a biography about the playwright, and then also we performed a scene. Two of the people performed a two-person scene, and then there was a director of that scene. I was the director of our scene. It was me, Noah, and Alex. Yeah, and it was really, really super rewarding to be able to direct those two, and we did a Tennessee Williams piece, and it was awesome.
It was amazing.
I really, 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 really enjoyed getting to work with those two and get the best out of both of them.
And I was with Josh Stegman and Christopher Poyman, and we did a Martin McDonough one.
And I love Martin McDonough.
We had to learn an Irish accent, and that was super frustrating. But yeah, I really love that unit because it's just so fun to learn all this. There's so much background about theater that is so new to me.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any advice for the people who are going to audition for the group?
Don't use stuff from movies or television.
No. Also, if you want to be in Players and McCoy doesn't know you, I always say that I really just make yourself known around the department. Whether it's be like, hey McCoy, can I be a grip for Players show or a house manager? Because helping out definitely makes McCoy trust you and gives you just a better chance of making it.
It can be anything from like going up and talking to him to shooting him an email or like talking to anybody else in the department. Like
don't be scared to put yourself out there.
He would rather have somebody who's willing to work well with everybody, who's dependable, than somebody who is talented and not dependable.
Like you.
Well, hey,
I'm just kidding.
mean spirit.
How do you think I'm doing in Players?
Well,
I don't.
Yeah, we'll cut that part out. Wow, the Topeka West Players. The year just started, but I'm already loving it. You know what? No offense, Noah, Michael, but I don't think I'll be following your footsteps. I got my own shoes to fill.
Thanks, Skylar, for that fun report. He most definitely has continued in that great Linquish tradition of excellence. Now we turn to Charger head coach Rick Bloomquist. Television One student Aaron Main caught up with Coach recently.
Hi, I'm Aaron Main. I'm here with Coach Bloomquist, and well, I'm going to ask him a couple questions here. First of all, what's your favorite thing about Topeka West?
Well, you know, when I came to Topeka West, I was kind of concerned about a lot of things with a new school and making a move here. I found out that I really enjoyed it. I really liked the campus atmosphere. I really liked the administration. I think the administration is very supportive. I think the community and the school want to have a successful athletic program, and that intrigued me. And they give me the freedom to work kids the way they need to be worked, so we can have success. The entire environment, I like the Topeka community as well. So it's just a conglomeration of a lot of different things.
That's good. Well, we know you're the basketball coach here at Topeka West, and what are you expecting this year from this upcoming season?
Well, I'm expecting good things. Obviously, I came here to try to build a program, and that hasn't changed. I expect to be better. I expect to be very competitive. Obviously, any coach would tell you they would like to win every game, and hopefully, you know, there could be a possibility one of these days. We get the right mentality and we change our kids' mentality, we have a very successful season. So we're looking to have success. We're looking to have kids that want to do the right thing and keep continuing this program to be on the right track.
All right. For all this is Coach Bloomquist. I'm Aaron Main. Thank you very much.
Thanks to Aaron Main for that report. All the best to Coach Bloomquist and the Charger men's basketball team. When we return, Nick Cole and Dalton Sutherland will finish our show with a winter sports preview. So stay with me for more of this special edition of Campus Live. Welcome back to this special Television One edition of Topeka West Campus Live. In this last segment, Dalton Sutherland and Nick Cole preview our winter sports program. Let's watch.
Hello, and welcome to Topeka West Sports Nights. I'm Dalton Sutherland.
And I'm Nick Cole. Tonight we have a special winter sports preview show. We're going to take an early look at all 6 winter sports. Did I say 6?
Yep, 6 of them. We got swimming, wrestling, girls and boys bowling, and girls and boys basketball. We'll talk with some of the key players that Charter fans can count on this winter. Some good information is coming your way.
So let's get started. We begin with Charter's boys swimming. The Charter men's swim team will be back to continue rebuilding that once was a very rich tradition. They have some leadership to do it in with Lucas Jackson. He shares his impressions on the upcoming season.
Well, last year I heard about the Topeka West swim team and I thought it'd be a lot of fun. And then I decided to dive as well, which has definitely helped me with discipline and making decisions. Well, the swim coach is Zach Wagers. He's a really cool guy. And the dive coach is Amy Watson, and she's actually the Westsider Hannah Watson's aunt. And then some returning seniors are Brett Evanson and Skylar Markham. We're going to do pretty well this year. We got some good swimmers.
Charger men open their season on December 3rd. Be sure to head over to the Capitol Federal Nonauditorium to cheer them on.
Turning to, or rolling to, or escaping to, all of that works here. The Charger wrestling team is looking forward to a great season. Their numbers are up from last year. Add to that the return of the incredible Zach Campbell, and, well, the Charger are eager to take the mat. Zach joined us recently in the studio and shared his feelings about the upcoming year.
The freshman year I was 18-14. Sophomore year I finished off 30-4. And last year I was 37-2. Which I was 37-0 until I lost at state. And then at Cornell, I'm kind of still at 125 and get a scholarship from them. First I sent a highlight video in. And then the team is getting a lot bigger and a lot better because of the coach. We had Nick Bowers, Elijah Dowd, and Tristan Butler, who are all going to do pretty well this year. Pretty sure we'll have at least 6 guys going to state at the least.
Should be a great year for Zach and the Charger wrestlers. By the way, Nick, you just saw Zach Campbell. He's a beast. Not sure I'd want to face him.
I think you could take him. In fact, I think we should set up an exhibition match here in the studio, you and Zach Campbell.
Not gonna happen. I'm too busy this time of year.
Anyway, up next is Charger Bowling. As most fans know, we have both girls and boys bowling team. The Chargers are coached by Mike Thompson. We start with the Lady Charger Bowling. The Lady Chargers are coming off a solid season from a year ago, but then they usually have solid seasons. This year, the squad includes 5 of the 6 starting varsity players returning.
Chargers men's squad will be bowling right alongside the girls team. They too are coming off a solid season a year ago. Senior Brandon Howland stopped to talk about the upcoming season.
As a bowler, I've been averaging like 185, 190, and in tournaments, me and my team been consistently making about first or second place in their tournaments. The coaches are Mike Thompson and Mark Gingrich. Mark actually helps me out a lot more in practice. He actually gets down to earth and helps me out. And the returning seniors, we have myself and Sam West. So that's about it. I feel like we're going to do good. We have us two seniors are good, and we have a couple good upcoming freshmen that are supposed to help us out really good.
The Charger Bowlers roll out their season on January 9th. Be sure to get out there and support those Chargers. There's really nothing like a bowling alley full of fans. If you've never been to a high school bowling match, it really is a fun atmosphere.
You know, I love the smell of a bowling alley. I really do. It must be the foot spray smell that they use or the bowling alley polish. The alleys just have that fun smell. I'm looking forward to it. But hey, it's time for Chargers basketball. Both teams are coming off a tough season from a year ago.
We start with the Lady Chargers. The Lady Chargers have changed coaches. New coach, Laura Nichols, has been putting some time getting to know the girls most of the summer and fall. One of the girls is JC College. She shared her impressions on the upcoming season.
We have a new coach, and I'm excited to see what she has planned for us. And we have a lot of younger kids that played last year that should be ready. We have me and Regan, who are seniors, and then we have Farron, Kelsey, and Lauren. They should be good to go. I think it's going to be more of a learning and developmental year, but I think we're going to get better than we were last year for sure, and hopefully get a couple more wins.
The Charger boys under coaching legend Rick Bloomquist have some solid returners and some great senior leadership. They should be a force this winter. One of the key members of the team, Adrian Aguilar, stopped by the studio to share his thoughts on an upcoming season.
Well, I've been playing basketball since freshman year. And then for Coach Bloomquist, yeah, he's a great coach. He's a legend around Kansas. And I'm just glad to be playing for him, and I think we're all glad to be playing for him. And we're all ready for the season. We got Texas, he's like 6'7", you know, nobody can stop him, he's too tall. And then we got Michael, he hustles, you know, he gets the hustle plays. We got Isaiah getting rebounds, you know, we got Richard getting rebounds. And then we got some shooters, we got me, I'm a shooter, Trey Tuck's a shooter. We're all just ready for the season. We're just ready to start playing, getting dubs.
Chargers and Lady Chargers tip off their season on December 5th against Casey Washington. It should be a fun season. Get out to the Charger Dome and support those Chargers.
Yes, indeed. I'll be there. Nothing like a basketball game sitting in the dub zone. So, Nick, are you ready for the winter sports?
Oh, absolutely. I've especially designed a secret formula that I'll be giving to all Charger teams. It's going to be great.
A special secret formula? What is it?
Well, you know, if I said it here, it wouldn't be a secret now, would it?
No, I guess it wouldn't.
Okay, I can tell you one thing. It involves the power triangle.
Power triangle?
Yes.
Well, that does it for the special preseason winter edition of the Sports Night. Have a great winter sports season, everybody.
Go Chargers!
Thanks to Nick and Dalton for that great report. It certainly looks to be an exciting winter season. Topeka West Television will be at many of those exciting events, bringing you highlights as well as play-by-play. Be watching for those events on our YouTube internet channel. Those of you who watch our programming no doubt know Ethan Jackson by now. He's even helped in the making of this video. Before we leave you, his brother Lucas, a Television 1 student, lets you in on even more of the Ethan Jackson that we know. Let's watch.
Topeka West Television has entered a new era in its video history. More news coverage, live video streams, and pre-recorded programs on both cable and the internet are being offered. Ethan Jackson has played a key role in these new developments. Whether it be an interviewer, a scriptwriter, or a newscaster, Ethan has helped set the new direction in place. Now let's meet Ethan Jackson.
What's up?
Thank you for joining me today.
No problem.
Have you always wanted to be involved in this type of activity?
I was always interested in media, but never really gotten deep into it until I started with TV1 last fall.
Talk about how you got involved in the Topeka West Television.
The big thing for me was I was homeschooled until last year for junior year, and they mentioned TV1 at enrollment, and that they were going to be live streaming football games. So as soon as they said that, I signed on right away, and I've been doing it ever since.
Talk about some of your more enjoyable interviews that you've done.
More enjoyable interviews, let's see. Well, I interviewed Carrie Livgren, one of the founding members of the band Kansas. He wrote Carry On Wayward Son and Dust in the Wind, things like that. I actually got to go over to his personal studio at his house and do that interview, so that was a lot of fun. Got to see all of his guitars, most of them that he only played at one venue. But that was a lot of fun. Dylan Lears went over and did that one with me. That's probably my favorite interview. A couple other ones that I've done.
We've heard that you've been recently hired at KMAJ. What type of work do you do there?
At KMAJ, I am the board operator and production manager for the high school sports. So I do the football games, and coming up we'll be doing basketball games. So.
I've also heard that you've been doing some work with V100 recently.
Yeah, I started with V100 last week. We did some vocal tracking, which is basically where you record the voice and then it gets plugged in to do a show at a certain time slot during the day. So I've been put on as the Saturday night guy from 7 to midnight. So if you listen in V100 7 to midnight on Saturday nights, you'll hear me every once in a while thrown in there. But yeah,
Alright, that's pretty cool. Do you plan on continuing in this field into college?
Definitely. I plan on going to Washburn University for mass media with a minor in film and video.
What advice would you give to Topeka West kids who might want to join the TWTV program?
Just do it, because you never know what it's going to be until you get here. There's always something different for you to do. There's so many opportunities with it. And networking is a big thing with this too. So if you come and you do things like get big interviews, things like that, then you start to know people, and it's not really what you know, it's who you know as far as TV goes. So that I feel like that's really important with the program. Stick with it, get to do the different things that are involved in it. Don't just stay with one thing. That way you get more experience overall.
Well, Ethan, thank you for joining me today.
For having
Thanks to you all for joining me. As you can see, Ethan's work has taken Topeka West Television to a new level. It's an exciting time of growth for TWTV. We hope you continue to join us for the ride. For Topeka West Television, I'm Lucas Jackson.
Topeka's rock leader, V100. I'm Ethan, and it's 7 o'clock on your Saturday night, and we're about ready to start a long rock block.
Well, that does it for this special Television One edition of Topeka West Campus Live. Thanks to all of our TV1 students for an outstanding job. We hope to see them continue their craft in Television 2 classes. I'm Aubrey Miller. For all of us at Topeka West, thanks for watching.